Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Memphis Steamers and the Sacramento Miners. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Memphis Steamers and the Sacramento Miners. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Sacramento team as we enter play here. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for our visiting Memphis ball club, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet.
Comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Here we go now.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now let's go. Green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice complete.
The field, it brings up 3rd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the opening drive of the game yields, leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, and this will be a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points. We say that's a defensive back, right? Got beat for a touchdown pass, throw it out. Quarterbacks have to do the same.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, vomit off.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them action.
It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Back to throw. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. Try. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will stretch their lead.
19!
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before...
19!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And his kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
Green, 39! Green!
Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensing the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Green, 39!
Back to throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. And Elliott puts this one through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So this, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pick-off.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever.
Opening weekend, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple.
Cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
All right, here we go.
And he's got it. And he will take it in for the touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away.
To read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
That worked very well. No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, on first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man on the out route. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. We're making a stand right here, right now, but it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a passes like that downfield.
Now let's go. 3-19.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 46, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, So special every year week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.